Welcome to New York City, New York, for tonight's Rookie Showcase between the New Jersey New York Americans and the New York Nightmares as we get one step closer to the SFL Rookie Draft to air live June 1st. Hello everybody, I am SFL Commissioner Cameron Irvine, and throughout the night we'll be talking to rookies and also be taking a look at the latest in SFL re-signings and SFL free agency. As you see, some of our superstars, or potential superstars I should say, that are going to be on the field tonight. We'll be checking out the rosters all night long and giving you some information on what they've been able to do with their draft stock leading up to tonight, as well as where some might have them slotted in the draft. And we're going to have some fun tonight. Welcome to everybody in the chat. The Americans in very festive red, white, and blue. The New York Nightmares in purple and black. These were the third and fourth place votes in the Pro Bowl uniform contest. We use them tonight, and the Rookie Showcase will get underway. Chat shout-outs all throughout the night, and excited to bring this action to you here this evening, just 1 week before the scheduled release show as the offseason rolls on. The New York Nightmares are going to get the ball first, and the Americans will kick it. We're underway. Welcome to the SFL unofficially, all you rookie class, as this on the return past the 30 to the 32. Returning for New York tonight is number 20. He's a cornerback. Kaladen Holly is the first potential rookie to be drafted here in a couple of weeks to touch the football. The New York Nightmares quarterback is Noah Johns. He wears number 1 tonight. The running back in the backfield is Diesel Dawson, number 28. Receivers Sim Franco Jr., number 18, will be at the top of your screen most of the night. And Jonathan Taylor Skonsing will be your leading receiver at the bottom of the screen as a 3-yard pickup goes to Diesel Dawson. We'll tell you how to call into tonight's Rookie Showcase here in a little while. We'll get to call-ins in the second quarter. Chat shout-outs to Pseudo Nakai, who will be on the field shortly. Alex D, 4210. The Obscurus, Swole 2011, Alien Nation 777, Shacker 3, DHNYC, and more. As this toss out of the left side's got a first down for Dawson. Dawson past midfield to the Americans' 42-yard line. What a start for Diesel Dawson and the Nightmare here tonight on the Rookie Showcase on a toss, no less, out to the left side. A nice pull. Moved number 59. That's Joshua Dewar out of the way. Another potential draftee on the field tonight. 2 carries, 26 yards so far for Diesel Dawson. And if you are in the chat, would love to give you a shout out specifically. What a start. This is the first pass for Johns, and Johns nearly sacked, fires and incomplete over the middle of the field. Was looking for Taylor Skonsing, who was cutting across the middle of the field. 9:52 to go here in the Rookie Showcase. Lord Veru is here. DB the King 7 is here. Look Alive 24 is here, and everybody in the SFL community settling in. It's always good to be live on the air in prime time. 60 viewers and counting. Second down and 10 for the Nightmare, who are already on the American side of the field. Deep ball from Johns is knocked away and incomplete. Really nice play down the field by Francisco Diodoro, who's out there playing cornerback tonight. And a really good swat away against Franco Jr., the intended receiver. Already tons of rookies making plays here tonight. There's a look at Diodoro in the gray helmets, New York in the all-black tonight. Special chat shout-out to Busta Kappa 22, who's new to the SFL, as John's pass is incomplete, so it's 4th down. So if you're wondering what's going on tonight, not a ton of SFL presentation. These rookies need to earn that, right? We'll see that in the draft. But 2 teams comprised of SFL newcomers who have not seen the field are playing against each other tonight for potential draft stock bonuses. The official rules of that are the team that wins the game, all the rookies receive a half point to their overall value boost if they are not a max silver already. The game leader in passing yards, rushing yards, receiving yards, tackles, sacks, and turnovers forced gets 1 overall point added to their value, and the Rookie Showcase MVP will receive 2 points to their overall value, again, if they're not already at the max silver from the rookie check-in process. There are 6 players who have max rookie value coming into the night. All right, the New York, New Jersey Americans are quarterbacked by Kyrie Hasen. The running back in the backfield is Pseudo Nakai. Hasen going to throw. What a laser. First down to the 25. A pickup of 11 yards right off the jump. And Chris Leone makes his first catch of the Rookie Showcase. He's out there also with Anthony Mosley, number 89 at wide receiver. Leone playing tight end here tonight. The Americans have just 1 star receiver. That's Mosley, and he's at the top of your screen right now. 1st and 10 at the 25. Hasen calling out an audible. Will fire again, this time into heavy traffic. That pass knocked away by Holly, who we saw returning that opening kickoff. By the way, returning punts and kicks tonight for the Americans is cornerback number 26, Aiden Davis. I know Davis is in the chat. Saw him earlier. Chat shout out to John Gregory, who's here tonight. Denver Night Wings here tonight as well. Show my signing so I can leave. Well, that's not cool. I don't think I'm going to show your signing until the 4th quarter then, if that's how you're going to be. Hasen, deep ball down the field, caught wide open to the 44-yard line. A 19-yard pickup, and that's down the field to Curtis Walker. But more importantly, Hasen with the dart, his 2nd completion of the night, and he moves the ball to the 44-yard line. So after the Nightmares drive stalls on their opening series, the Americans are now moving the ball down the field. 2 in the backfield. Hayes is going to throw again, and that pass is caught for a 4-yard pickup to the outside for Anthony Mosley. Hazen making early impression, not allowing Pseudo Nakai to get in the mix, at least thus far, as Mosley having some words with Khaled and Holly on the outside. To all you rookies, happy to be calling out your name for the first time. And a lot of players that are currently in the SFL still have not gotten some shout-outs since the new audio equipment. Hazen on the run, tried to fit in a dart to the sideline that's incomplete. Pass knocked away by Terrell Davis playing corner. And it'll bring up a 3rd down and 6. So 4 plays, 4 passes for NYNJ. Xander Gold's in the house. AJ picks 6. Rude Dogs 22. AJ today Jackson. Seeing lots of chatters tonight. Love that. Empty backfield, 3rd and 6 at the New Jersey 49. This is Hazen to pass, and that pass is caught for a 1st down to the 42-yard line of New York. He's 4 for 6 for 44 yards, and Anthony Mosley has another 1st down. Man, this is impressive. Of course, St. Louis has the number 1 draft pick. They went with Moody Mitchell last season, and Mitchell, who had not too bad of a season, likely not returning to St. Louis, and you wonder where they might go in the draft if they're going to go quarterback again. That pass is caught for a 3-yard pickup again on the sideline by Mosley. We've not talked about the defensive linemen in action tonight. Let's give them some shout-outs. For the Nightmares on the field right now, Sully Richardson at defensive tackle is wearing number 70. On the Americans roster tonight, we have Miles Jackson, number 96 at defensive end, and Moore Rivers, the defensive tackle at number 99. Right now there's 3 receivers in the pattern for the Americans, and Hazen still waiting. There's the first carry for Pseudo. Pseudo will pick up 1, and will bring up a 3rd down and 6 just outside of field goal range. No star kickers tonight, and on the tackle is Sully Richardson for the first time. Sully is a big man out there. 3rd down and 6, 7:06 to go in the 1st quarter. Trips off the left side, 4 down linemen. Hazen going to throw. Hazen hit as he threw. It's dropped over the middle of the field. What a great pass as Richardson applied pressure, but the drop will stall out the drive, and the Americans will have to punt it away. And that is very unfortunate. I think that was Walker again, who had gotten wide open over the middle. And we'll have to wait for our first points of the night. So the punt for Americans is away. And not bad. That's going to bounce right at the 10. And beautiful punt down to the 7-yard line. So the Nightmares are going to have a long field here to try to get the first points up on the board. These two teams have only had a couple of weeks of practice. You would expect there are some nerves out there here in the first quarter. So teams playing a little tight, I would expect. Noah Johns back at quarterback for New York. Handoff, there's a flag. Leondy's Laundry on the field as Diesel Dawson takes another nice carry up that left side. Warwick Barber on the tackle. AJ Today Jackson is hosting us. Appreciate that. It is an offside. It will be declined, and they'll take the second down and very short. Black Guy 7300 in the chat. Vancouver Legion, Warhammer 62. John Boy 26. Second down and 1 at the 16. 6.5 to go off the decline penalty. I formation, and Johns is going to throw. Johns looking outside, looks to his fullback, and that's a first down up to the 24. A pickup of 8 yards on the play. Another Nightmares first down on the reception. Malafu Diedrich, as Dawson was going out opposite way, and Johns gets the completion. Lots of talk about who might go first in the draft. Aiden Davis, Max Silver corner. That's the position he's playing tonight. Also interested in some wide receiver on the other side of the ball. Sully Richardson will definitely be in the front 7, or almost certain to be in the front 7, as Dawson takes a carry for no gain. That tackle by the Americans by Richard Vaughn. Kyrie Hazen, the quarterback, is a Max Silver. DJ Moses, the second place tight end. Anthony Mosley at wide receiver, also a Max Silver coming into the night as well. We're halfway through the first quarter. There is no score here in the Rookie Showcase, which last season went to overtime in a thriller that I believe Ashley Jackson was involved in at receiver, if my memory serves me correct. That pass caught to the outside, first down, showing some serious speed. Sim Franco Jr. picks up the first down, and that was impressive out of Franco Jr., putting on the wheels and turning up the sideline. Jay Wowza with 600 bits. Appreciate your support. Wowza, Dawson, 4 carries, 35 yards early, and we haven't seen any points, but we've seen a lot of entertaining action here tonight from some fresh faces, and that's always exciting. A little bit more amped up tonight in the booth. Johns, deep ball again. Oh, it's almost caught by Franco Jr., but also having a chance to get an interception down the field. The Americans nearly had a defensive back make a brilliant sliding play. That might have been Diodoro or Davis at corner. The Americans don't have any star safeties showcasing their skills tonight. Nightmares trying to take advantage of that. Noah Johns has a second down and 10 from the 35. Handoff on a draw, and Dawson makes the most of it, picks up 2 at the 37. 4:50 to go in the first. Would love to know how you found out about the SFL. If you're a rookie, please let us know in the chat, and maybe I'll get a chance to read 1 or 2 here live on the air. Conch Boogie is here. Swiper the Fox 14 is in the building. 4.5 to go in the first. 3rd down and 8 for Johns. Johns Gonna throw a lofting ball in the middle of the field, and that's knocked away by Brian Keller. So after starting at the 7-yard line, the Nightmares move the ball 30 yards down the field. And no, Keller is not an eligible rookie out there, but does make the play. The intended target was Taylor Sconsing. T-sconcing on the back of his jersey tonight because there's not enough letters to fit it on the back of that jersey. Ashley Jackson says, my 3-year-old son just repeated everything you just said and wants to be a broadcaster now. Well, I can't wait. Hopefully we'll be around for... Oh, there's a fumble on the punt return! Recovered by the Nightmares! That's Super Null with the recovery, but Aiden Davis fumbles the punt return, and the Nightmares have the football. Oh, that's a tough break for Aiden Davis here, trying to showcase his skills. Couldn't see who forced the fumble, but the Nightmares have the first momentum-changing play of the game. Out of the eye, Johns back to work, gets it out to Dawson, and Dawson will pick up just the yard. Nice open field tackle there for New Jersey. Tackle made by Diodoro on the outside. They are getting Dawson involved very early. Jeremy, I also am very nervous about saying Nightwings by mistake. I've been very, very cautious here so far as the Nightmares have a 2nd and 9 at the New Jersey 28. Back to pass again and way behind. The intended receiver is Johns. Not a good throw there as Sconsing was once more the intended target. 3rd and 9 coming up at the 28. New York trying to take advantage. .342 to go in the first quarter. Trips off the left side for Johns. Both teams have struggled on 3rd down in the frame. This is a deep drop back for Johns, going long. The pass is off the hands of the intended receiver and incomplete. That pass looking for Damon James and Keller there again to knock it away. So the Nightmares will have to settle for a field goal. This one will be quite a long one. The SFL veteran Kevin Epstein, who I have not seen kicking in quite some time, got called off of retirement, I think, to come out and kick for the showcase, and he'll try to put the first points on the board. .45-yarder for New York is up and no good. He missed it short. No score still in the showcase. 3:32 to go. Epstein left it short, and New York can do nothing with the fumble on the punt return. Just short, and we stay scoreless, and Kyrie Hazen comes back out there to play quarterback. Two in the backfield with Hazen. 1st and 10 at the 35, and Hasten takes 3 steps, has all day to throw, finds a crosser to pick up 7.5, maybe 8 on the play. Curtis Walker with the catch, his 2nd of the night for 26 yards. More importantly, the time and the patience shown from Hasten as Darian Bowles had an opportunity to pick him up, but got a little confused in the zone. 2nd down and 3 for the Americans coming. 3:08 to go in the first quarter. We'll get your first signing announcements going after this play, and we'll get rookie interviews going to start the second. No score here in the first. Handoff to Nakai. 1st down and more. Up to midfield. A 7-yard pickup for Pseudo Nakai. His biggest carry of the night. Gets New Jersey just into New York territory. And watch him squeeze through. There was not, look at that. How did he find a hole there? Nice vision there from Nakai as he drags defenders down. Jason bunt in on the play at strong safety for the Nightmares. Two backs and two receivers for Hasten. Everybody up on the line there. Hasten going to roll out. He's got some time. Fires to the outside. It's caught for a 5-yard pickup. Nice little rollout play there. Ahanatu with the reception for a 5-yard gain. 2:24 left first quarter. No score. Both teams moving the ball up and down the field, but just have not been able to get close enough. 2:15 to go in the first quarter. Handoff, Nakai takes the handoff, and Nakai stopped to try to avoid a tackle, but then ends up taking it at the 43-yard line. 3rd and 3 coming up. Your first signing announcement of the night is Alex Dominguez re-signing with the Alaska Storm. Big Sexy, and Josh Vasquez has signed with the Denver Nightwings in free agency. Josh Vasquez going over to Denver, and that, I believe, completes the Nightwings team. That's a handoff on a draw to Nakai. He will power forward and nearly pick up the first down. The Americans might want to challenge that, as Ramirez stopped him from getting a first down. It's 4th and inches at the 40. Heck of an effort by Nakai to pick up the first down. The offense will stay on the field. Ram Voice for 8 months in a row, subscribing with Twitch Prime. We appreciate your support always. Two backs and two receivers on 4th and inches. Will the Americans actually go for it here? And playing a little passive here in a scoreless first quarter. So Denver becomes the second team with 12 players on their roster. So they will forfeit their pick. Hasten looking on as the Americans will punt the ball away here with 60 seconds to go in the first quarter. Have not had an occupant at this field since the New York Knights were in the league and won 2 championships back in Season 1 and Season 3. Shortly after that, went back to the Queen City Corsairs, headed to Buffalo. And for the folks in the great New York City, nice to have SFL football back again for the first time in many years, as the Nightmares will pick things up from the 20-yard line with Noah Johns. Shacker 3 wanting points. Maybe we'll get some here on this drive. Johns under center with Dawson behind him. Johns back to pass. Will fire it out short. Really nice closing speed there. An open field tackle. That belongs to Aiden Davis. So Davis making up for that fumble on the punt return. And more importantly, Davis showing his coverage skills there. Only gives up a yard. Hi, Andy. My day was great. Actually had a nice, really good conversation with Fuel as SFL Interactive continues its development behind the scenes. Super excited for phase 1 of that project to launch in season 13. This is Johns. Pass caught. This time it was a little bit behind Skonsing, but better there to help Skonsing make that reception. It's a 6-yard pickup and a 3rd down and 3 coming up as Brian Briggs chats it up. Oh, thank you, Andy, very much. 1,000 bits, too, from Ron Cochran, the 3-time champion. After the Pro Bowl, relaxing and waiting for July. That pass caught. Nice little throw. Sidearm pass through the traffic to end the first quarter of play. And while we have no score, the Rookie Showcase has certainly been entertaining. DJ Moses II just made his first reception of the night. And the Rookie Showcase rolls on here from New York. All right, if you are a rookie, the call-in number to get on the air is the SFL headquarters number, 210-473-8428. Please do not call in if someone else is on the call with me. Everyone will know that you did not hear my message if you try to do so. As Johns on a 1st down and 10 from the 34 will flip it out. Sconsing turns the corner and picks up 13 yards out to the 47-yard line. He's been targeted a whopping 7 times tonight here in the first quarter. And here's another look at his route to the outside, and watch him turn on a dime. Sconsing making an impact here in the first half. Jay Onum, 1TV, asking, can vets call in too? You're welcome to in the second half. We want to make sure that we clear the lines for the rookies if they do want to call in, as Dawson picks up 8 to the 45-yard line. So once again, New York is moving the ball down the field and into Americans' territory. There's a look there at Miles Jackson. Still waiting for our first sack tonight out of any of the defensive backs. And unfortunately, I'm getting a call right now. It actually has failed to go through our network here. So I'm working on that here just for a moment. It's been a long time since we've done actual live call-ins, so please bear with me. It's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line after Dawson's return. 7 carries, 48 yards for Diesel Dawson. First and 10 at the 42. Dawson going to take another carry and break a tackle. Dawson picks up 7 out to the 35-yard line. And I'm actually just going to call people back that are calling in the queue. That should help us out with 9:10 to go in the first half. 2nd down and 3 at the 35-yard line. 9 minutes to go in the first half, and the toss out to Dawson will pick up a 1st down out to the 31-yard line. And I believe we have our first rookie on the line. Is that true? Who do we have?
Yes, this is King Sully Jedediah Richardson.
So Sully Richardson of the New York Nightmares. How you doing tonight, sir? You're getting a little break on the sidelines right now.
Oh yeah, I'm doing fine. I'm just sipping wine out of my goblet as I watch my team try to demolish the opposition.
DJ Moses, the second with that 7-yard reception. Sully, you were a part or you were featured on Ashley Jackson's podcast recently in Storytime, were you not?
Yes, indeed. You are correct. It was a fun time. We laughed, we cried, we ate Egyptian food. We did all the good things that a fine king and queen would do.
So all kings and queens aside, as the Nightmares accept that offside penalty, they're now in the red zone. Jackson jumping offside. You have a chance. You're pretty high up on the board. It's possible you could go one. Certainly in the top 5, you got a great shot and opportunity. How many teams have you gotten a chance to talk to, and what's been the vibe like around the league going after your services on the defensive front?
Well, I've spoken to, I'd say maybe about 5 teams, 5 or 6 teams, and everybody is very cordial. They're very excited. Mostly everything that I've heard is basically, with the chat ranking, it's not really about the quantity, it's about the quality. So, a lot of vulgar stuff it doesn't come from me. So I try to keep it positive. So, and everybody's just really, really excited, and I'm excited for that.
We're talking with Sully Richardson of the New York Nightmares right now. He's off the field. We've got a 3rd down and 9 from his Nightmares here at the 19-yard line of New Jersey. We're trying to get our first points here of this showcase with under 7 minutes to go in the first half. Noah Johns is quarterbacking. We'll get back to Richardson here in a moment. But Johns on a 3rd down and 9 will fire it to the bottom of the screen. The pass is caught. Dragging defenders down to the 1-yard line is Sim Franco Jr. Your boys are balling out there, Sully, as the Nightmares are 1 yard away from scoring.
Indeed, indeed. I love it. I love it. I love it. I promised everyone if we won that we'd have a king's feast. So let's go. Let's go.
Warhammer 62 calling you a locker room boss. And who is Sully off the field? What do you like? What are you not into? Are you a Game of Thrones guy? Could you care less? Ponder that question while we take a look at this 1st and goal from the 1 yard line here. Johns is under center with Dawson in the backfield. This could be the first touchdown of the game. Dawson going to take the handoff, and oh man, Dawson scores! What a hit at the goal line by Hampton, but oh no, he touchdown sniped him. That was Gus McAfee in the game right at the end of the drive. He gets lit up. That was the hit of the game, no question. But he scores to put the Nightmares on the board. I cannot believe what I just saw.
Yes, I'm so excited. I'm so excited. That was a great play. Great play. Good job, team.
Man, I'm so disappointed for Diesel. The drive was so long that he got fatigued and was taken off the field. Otherwise, he would have had that touchdown, but still, just an unbelievable hit right at the goal line. And I can't believe he got in, but he did get in. New York is up 7-0 here with 6:16 to go in the first half. All right, so back to you, Sully. How would you describe yourself off the field? What are you into, and what gets on your nerves?
I'm just a regular guy, married, 3 daughters. I like Christian rap. I love football. I can't stand I can't stand ignorance, I guess. Just ignorance and mosquitoes.
That's a great answer. I can't stand ignorance either. Yeah, that's awesome. Charles Doherty knows all about ignorance, as I showed up 1 hour late to lunch with him earlier this afternoon. So he knows very well what ignorance looks like as the Americans get started and Nakai loses a yard. But 3 daughters, man, that's gotta be intense. Do you kind of get lonely as the only man of the house? Does it you just kind of get into the SFL Discord and just try to bond with some brothers every once in a while?
Yeah, not only that, but I just recently got a male puppy, because as soon as I found out, because my youngest daughter is 1 now, but as soon as we found out that my wife was pregnant for a 3rd time, I made it up in my mind that we needed some more testosterone in the house. So we're not trying for a 4th child. The male dog, that's it. That's my buddy. That's my dude. That's my ride or die. So that's it.
Well, congratulations on the dog. What kind of dog is it? Hold on just a second. Deep ball is caught down the field by the Americans. That pass hauled in by Mosley all the way down to the 29-yard line. What an absolute bomb from Hasten. As we get another look at that on the play. Biggest offensive play of the day for the Americans. What a rocket from Hasten. Threw it right over the top of a couple of defenders. And neither one of them an eligible rookie there for the Nightmares. So New York catches a break there. Nobody getting put on a milk carton after that play. But what a great throw and a better catch from Anthony Mosley, who gets all the way down to the 29-yard line. My goodness, Sully, that was so exciting. What were we talking about?
Um, the play was so excited it slipped my mind. Totally slipped my mind. I'm not sure. I'm just trying to slap my fellow defensive lineman on the head and say, hey, let's get in this game now.
Yeah, that's right. We have special SFL technology because you're able to talk with us through the headset in your helmet right now. And so this is pretty crazy. It sounds very dangerous down there. I'm glad I'm not a football player.
I live for danger.
Richardson trying to get a sack. Oh, man, was that you, Sully? No, that was your teammate out there, Tay Fiore, but, man, he popped them one. And, hopefully all the other players down there understand that we're doing an interview right now. Otherwise, you just sound mad crazy talking to yourself.
Yes, it's similar to Sandlin running from sideline to sideline, coaching and playing at the same time. It was mad.
3rd down and 10, 4:35 to go in the first half. As Hayson will drop the throw. Hayson on a 3rd down and 10, fires a bomb. That pass is short and intercepted. The Nightwings defense gets the pick off, and that is Marcus Brown, the free safety, getting the interception, the first turnover of the day. And the Nightmares will have the football there again, and your boy Marcus Brown making a play for you, Sully.
Marcus. I shall give you a golden goblet for that one.
So before I let you go, Sully, I know that you've got a motto that you've talked about. You've kind of been getting around. You got on on Ashley Jackson's podcast. I feel like I've heard you in one other place before, but you talk about you have a 3-letter acronym. And describe that to the audience as Moses II makes yet another catch. What is that acronym all about?
Well, WUN is basically whatever you need. So I kind of feel like with any rookie, you can't just pigeonhole yourself by saying, I want to play this position. That's it. Whatever you need, whatever the team needs to take us to the SFL championship, that's what I'll be. I don't care if I have to guard the Gatorade. If that's what it takes, that's what I'll be.
Dawson takes the carry up the middle, gets a first down. There are 70 viewers right now here on the Rookie Showcase. We've been talking to Sully Richardson. Sully, good luck in the draft. Next time I say your name, it'll probably be sometime in the first 10 picks, I would imagine, as your SFL career is just beginning. Thanks for being here in the league, supporting everything we do. And for calling in here on the showcase tonight. Get some Gatorade in you and get back out there. Good luck the rest of the game.
Yes, look out for that golden goblet as well.
All right, we will. The golden goblet. Sully Richardson here with us on the show, and we appreciate him for calling in. I'll get in touch with our next rookie here coming up very shortly. 3:05 to go. So far, the Nightmares have made the headlines tonight. DJ Moses II has looked strong. Sconsing has looked strong down the sideline, has a few catches. Marcus Brown with the interception, the game's first turnover, as Dawson's going to lose a yard on that play. 2:47 to go here in the first half of the Rookie Showcase, and we're placing our next call now. Here in the showcase, 2.5 to go in the first half. 7-0. New York on top of New York, New Jersey. And the deep ball is incomplete. So it'll be 4th down and 11. Knock away there by the Americans' Kyle Hampton. And New York will end up having to punt it away. So that's the second time. And my apologies. That's actually the second turnover of the Americans. I forgot about Davis's fumble on the punt return. So the Nightmares have forced 2 turnovers tonight and have punted off of both possessions directly after the forced turnover. Andy being super complimentary tonight. Appreciate that. How nice move there from Davis at the 42-yard line here with 2:16 to go, and the Americans have new life. Trying to call the 7-3-1, but no response, so I'm going to move up to the next number in the queue. 2:16 to go in the first half. The Americans have the football back. This is Kyrie Hazen, who's had a really nice night here at quarterback. And the handoff is going to go to Nakai, and he's going to lose 2 yards. You're on the Rookie Showcase. Who do I have? Kaladin Holly, welcome to the show, my friend. How are you enjoying the showcase so far?
Pretty awesome. I'm enjoying watching myself.
We're speaking with you. We had you on mute by mistake there just for a second. Kaladin Holly is on the line with us of the New York Nightmares. The Nightmares representing strong here in the first half. You were the first player to touch the ball tonight. Were there nerves out there? What was going on?
I was a little bit surprised. I wasn't expecting to be returning this game, so to get dropped in at game time, I mean, it's kind of a quick hit. You got to jump in.
Hasten with the completion. Nice move there for a pickup of about 4 there for Hanatu up the middle. There's a look at the quarterback numbers there for those who are paying extra close attention to quarterbacks so far tonight. So, Holly, how did you find the SFL and kind of what's your story? Why don't you tell SFL Nation tonight?
So I watch a lot of the YouTube live sports because it's fun to watch. And so when I was going through that, I just happened to see the SFL on there and couldn't help but check that out. From that point on, I mean, I was in the Discord immediately after that.
Very nice. Very well. We're glad you found. Hey, look, there you are right there. You just forced a fourth down, so you'll be heading off the field here shortly as the Americans are struggling to move the ball with that one receiver, star receiver with Mosley. Leone has been quiet as of late. But Holly, I'm going to ask you what I asked Sully. You know, who are you all about off the field, and what do you like to do outside of football?
Well, I'm in the military. I'm in the Air Force. I have been in the Air Force for about 10 years now. I'm the ultra nerd. Board games, video games, but also I'm extremely into sports. So the combination means like stuff like simulation football and management type games just appeal to me.
Well, thank you for your service, my friend. We have lots of military members in the league. I know that Jason McGee, the owner of Sioux Falls, Michael Irvine, retired Army. Jason Williams works not necessarily in the military, but for the government. But lots of people that are all about serving their country. So we really appreciate what you do for us.
I appreciate the support.
So let's just reset here first, just a second. 53 seconds to go in the first half. There's another offside for the Americans, so Dawson's going to get an opportunity to run, although they're going to accept that penalty. There's 48 seconds left in the first half. New York leads 7-0, and we're talking with Nightmares defensive back Kaladin Holly. So you're playing defensive back here in the showcase, which is where you can gain some bonuses. You also listed wide receiver as a possible landing spot that you'd like to be at. What's the fascination with wide receivers and defensive backs, and why did you come to that decision?
I grew up playing corner in high school, and corner receiver and running back. It was a wing back formation, so I kind of was double duty a little bit. But as far as the being on the outside, I just like being on the outside. I like the feeling of being the guy that has to stop the play, and otherwise it's going to go for 6. So I really enjoy being that go-to guy.
Another offsides for the Americans, and just oddly enough, Miles Jackson just having a tough night. He is just eager as heck to get involved, and 2K cameraman is going rogue on me there over to the scoreboard. That was a fantastic run for Dawson. Jacob MKW says he's interested in getting into the military. What's one thing, Kaladin, what's one thing that you've learned in the military that you didn't know coming in?
Study. Big one to study. If you're coming into the military, the first thing they're going to have you do is take the ASVAB. I didn't study for that test, and that test is going to determine what job you get no matter which branch you go to. So definitely get in, study, and it's a great place to be. Good job, good money, great purpose and responsibility.
Franco Jr. now 40 yards on 3 receptions here in the first half. The Nightmares trying to extend their 7-point lead here. Talking to Kaladin Holly of New York here tonight. So as that pass down the field is caught at the 25-yard line. That's Moses the second. For a tight end, tight ends usually don't get a ton of work in Rookie Showcase games. Moses the second is absolutely killing it out there right now. The Max Silver tight end putting in some good work as Diodoro was right on his back, and Moses the second makes that catch. Mr. Holly, I'm sure you've talked to a ton of teams. What's been the most interesting process being a rookie and trying to find just a place where you hopefully can fit and mesh with the locker room?
Oh, it's a lot of fun just getting in with talk to a few GMs. Really enjoyed getting with them and kind of figuring out, seeing the process in them finding a rookie that would fill their locker room properly. I wasn't recruited when I came out of high school. I went to a little small school, so anyway,
you just saw that interception?
Yes, I did. Yes, I did. It threw me off entirely.
You're on a little bit of a delay from where I am, so I already saw it. And then as soon as I heard you say that, I thought, oh, man, he just saw the pick.
Yeah, that one hurt a bit. Like nothing worse than getting picked off in the end zone. Well, I know because I've been the one picking it off in the end zone before in high school.
That's right. Well, you're back out on the field now. That was, by the way, Aiden Davis who had the punt return fumble earlier in the night, redeeming himself with an interception. Oh, what a one-handed catch for the Americans by Anthony Mosley. And they're rushing up the field here just before the half with 15 seconds to go, trying to score here as Hasten, deep ball again. It's caught by Mosley at the 35-yard line with one timeout, and that was Holly on the tackle. What is Mosley doing out there?
You know, maybe I need to get off of this mic and get focused in the game a bit. These are both over my head. I need to get back in it.
Almost. Yeah, don't give up that touchdown here at the end of the half. We've been talking with Kaladin and Holly. Hey, man, thanks for joining us. It was good to learn a little bit more about you. Great. Good luck in the draft, and I can't wait to say your name here on draft night. Going to be a lot of fun.
I look forward to hearing it.
All right, bud. Take care. Wow, what a drama-filled last few seconds, but they have to kick the field goal, or they're electing to kick the field goal with 51 yards away. The Americans trying to get on the board. It's not even close. In fact, it bounced and hit the bottom of the crossbar. That's how short it was. So all of that results in no points. Anthony Mosley showed up and showed out in the last 30 seconds. Watch this ball hit the crossbar. I've never seen off a bounce a ball hit the crossbar. 3 seconds to go in the first half. And I'm really shocked that the Americans did not try a Hail Mary there. And that's a little bit unfortunate for them. Now, the Nightmares are going to try a Hail Mary with Noah Johns. Man, we've had some impressive plays here in this first half. This is a Hail Mary hit as he threw by Johns. And it is intercepted, almost caught. Intercepted in the back of the end zone by Rich Killian, but Johns almost laid a perfect pass to the back of to the front of the end zone, and that's how the Rookie Showcase ends in the first half. I just cannot believe what a wild and exciting first half of play. 7-0 New York. Look at the offense, 187 to 165, and we have just had a ton of players getting going. I'm solo tonight. We're going to take a halftime break. We've got more free agents and re-signings to announce. We've got more rookies to talk to, and we'll get to some veteran calls in the second half as well to get their thoughts on this rookie class. Here are your first half highlights. I'm Cameron Irvine, and this is the SFL Rookie Showcase on Twitch. I'll be right back. Taylor Sconsing was the intended receiver on that Hail Mary. Miles Jackson, credit to Jackson, had kind of a rough first half, but Jackson forced that pressure from behind on Johns, and he may have rushed the throw just a bit. Sconsing was actually pretty open, as Davis on the return here is going to get leg whipped at the 32-yard line. And we'll get back to the calls in a second. First, some signings. We announced earlier tonight that Josh Vasquez of Denver, Josh Vasquez was signed by Denver. I believe played for Atlanta last year. And Alex Dominguez, big sexy, coming back to Alaska. That contract took just a bit longer than usual to get through, but Dominguez will be back once again. Kevin Bain, his teammate from last year on the line, is going back to Tallahassee. This is Pseudo Nakai. He struggled in the first half, but he'll pick up 5 yards. And back to the signings. We've got Corey Carter coming back to Chicago. 84.71 value at wide receiver. Congrats, Corey Carter, on coming back. Jesse Vick is coming back to Chicago. 67.11 value at cornerback. So the Wildcats get a couple more re-signings, and Chicago quickly reloading after a bit of a slow start here this offseason. In trouble, and a sack. That is one of the few. Is that Richardson? Yes, Sully Richardson with the sack, bringing down Hasten. That was beautiful. Right up the middle. And a nice play by Richardson as the Nightmares brought the pressure. 3rd down and 8 coming up. Hasten stepping up in the pocket. Long bomb is tipped up in the air and incomplete. Nice pass break up there by Jason Bunt. It'll be a 4th down for the Americans, and they'll have to punt again, still without any points on the board. All right, we're going to get back to the calls here, and we're going to try 731 one more time to try to get him on the air. First and 10 at the 30 coming up from New York. I've got my next rookie on the line. Who am I speaking with?
This is Mark Rivers.
Oh, man. Boy, you sounded super chill. I thought you were somebody else there for a second. More Rivers with us on the call. Our first New York, New Jersey American of the night. How you doing, sir?
I'm doing great.
I will never forget your championship post-game call-in. That was some classic stuff. Nice knockaway there by your teammate. Right now, Rivers out there on the field trying to get to quarterbacks. That was Barber with that pass deflection. Rivers, you're a super active guy. You're super involved with the SFL. How did you get so involved so quickly, and how did you find us?
Just being myself. Basically, yeah.
Now you're a high school football player. You've gotten some big-time offers. Where have you, I'm talking off the SFL field, where have you gotten offers from? And congrats, my man, and we're really excited for you.
UT Martin, Memphis, Arkansas State, Tennessee Tech, and Mississippi State.
Man, that's a lot. That's a lot, man. That's some amazing schools. Was Memphis in there as well?
Oh, yeah.
Actually clipping call against Taylor Sconsing here on New York, so that's going to push the Nightmares back just a little bit. Rivers, what do you want to share most with the SFL community tonight? It's kind of your last shot to make an impression with owners and teams around the league.
Well, to be honest, I'm just here to play the game.
You're all business tonight, man. You really are. You're out there trying to make an impression on the field as Moses II is just balling out for New York right now. You've been watching the game all night and playing in it as well too, Mr. Rivers. What's been the play of the game for you? What's been the most exciting part of the night?
get my first hit on the quarterback.
Very nice. The pass caught by Sim Franco Jr. That's a first down to the 40. Anything you want to share left with the SFL Nation before we let you go?
That's it all.
What's that?
No, sir.
All right. Well, hey, get back out there. Maybe we'll see your first sack here in a little bit. And, well, man, almost saw it right there. That's a 3-yard gain instead for Johns. But thank you, Moore Rivers, for being here on the Rookie Showcase, and best of luck to you in the draft, sir. Can't wait to call your name.
All right.
So there's a look at Johns' numbers. He's got the 2 interceptions. The first one at the end of the half, it's kind of actually both of them are kind of hard to blame on Johns. He's come across some bad luck, as has Hasten down the field. Johns flips it out to Dawson on a 2nd and 7. Got a great block on the sideline. I'm trying to see if I can get a number. I think that may have been Sconsing or Franco Jr. out on the outside. We're going to get a look at it here. That was Franco Jr. Nice block out there on Diodoro. First and 10 at the 49, 7.5 to go in the third. Devonta 89 in the chat, never satisfied 123. Jimmy Tickle 8 in the chat. Dr. Zach, Hoopstar 77. Look at Dawson going back to work. 6-yard pickup, 1,200 bits for Hoopstar 77. And he is now ready for season 13. Got 74 viewers right now here on our SFL network on Twitch. There's a look at Rivers. We were just speaking with him here in the third quarter. We've got a 2nd down and 4 for the Nightmares, as Dawson's not going to pick up the first down. Only gets 1 on the play. 3rd down and 3 at the 42-yard line. Big 3rd and 3 here. 6:25 to go in the third quarter. 2 receivers, 1 to either side, as the Americans looking for a stop. A very low-scoring but exciting showcase, 7-0. This is Johns to pass. It's caught for a first down to the 34-yard line, an 8-yard gain. Johns has 151 passing yards in this showcase as Lorenzo Perry makes the reception. And we've got another, I believe, rookie on the showcase. Who are we talking to right now?
This is Pseudo Nakai.
Pseudo Nakai is in the building here as Dawson picks up a couple of yards. All right, Pseudo, the Americans are trying to get some points up on the board. You're not getting as many opportunities as you might have hoped here tonight. Are you just saving it up for the fourth quarter?
Yeah, I'll just tell you, if you look at my blocking skills, it's off the charts.
So you're going on a blocking angle. You're trying to change the narrative. I like it. Veteran move, Mr. Nakai.
Yeah, I've been knocking out some 350-pounders.
So how did you get the name Pseudo Nakai? Very unique name.
They're initials of some of my favorite people in my life.
Really?
Yeah.
That I've got to say, that's a first. That's very unique. I like that a lot. That's pretty original. 3rd and 9. John's going to throw. First down for the Nightmares up to the 19-yard line. That is once again Franco Jr. on the catch. Franco Jr. and Taylor Sconsing, names we're probably not going to forget after tonight. And another nice throw from Johns. Your defense has to step up here, Pseudo, as the Nightmares are getting into or now in the red zone. So tell us a little bit about how you found the league and what's life like off the field for you.
I found you all on YouTube last season, and I joined as soon as I found out about it. And it's great league. I haven't try to get involved as much as I can and having a great time.
Dawson picks up 2. We're talking to Pseudo Nakai of the New York, New Jersey Americans, our 4th rookie here on the showcase tonight. Getting a breather on the sidelines. I wanted to ask you. You've actually been a part of a lot of football leagues in the past, and even managed one or two. Is that right?
Yeah, way back in the day, I was a commissioner of a online football league that used Front Page Sports. I mean, that goes way back, but yeah, that was fun. I stopped doing it for a while, and then got some time back in my life, and thought I'd find something to take up some of my free time, and thank God I found the SFL.
I want to give a shout-out to Joshua Dewar. He just got that deflection, your teammate, on that last play. This is a 3rd down and 8 for Johns. Johns in trouble! Johns is going to be sacked, held on the ball too long. Miles Jackson having a much better half, especially since getting that hit on Johns at the end of the first half. Jackson getting away and getting the sack. So the Americans doing work at the end of this drive, forcing another field goal, and it has not been a good night for kickers. This is going to be about a 40-yarder for New York, so who knows? It may be a 1-score game after this. I want to see what goes on with this field goal, and then I'll ask Pseudo our next question here, or get back to our conversation. This is actually going to be a 39-yarder here for the Nightmares to go up 10. With 3:08 to go in the 3rd, and the 39-yarder is good. Just through on the right side. 10-0. New York now leads New York, New Jersey here in the Rookie Showcase. So, Pseudo, I don't think you had an opportunity to speak to what life's been like off the field, unless I totally missed you watching this very entertaining ball game right now.
Oh, no. I work for a software company. I'm a dad of I've got 2 girls. I'm actually a grandfather, so I may be one of the oldest guys in the league. But when I'm not working, I get involved in things like the SFL. I'm also a Big Brother volunteer, so try to do as much as I can for that and the SFL, trying to balance my time. But I like to cook, and I love football, any type of football.
Yeah, that's great. You were telling me a little bit about that here in the off season, about the Big Brother program, where you mentor kids in high school and try to lead them through life. And hey, man, it's a tough road out there. Everyone needs a leader. Yeah,
I mean, coming from a divorced family and without a father growing up, it's I can see how having a mentor like that helps.
Well, you're going to get the carry here. Look at you banging through the middle. 7-yard pickup for Mr. Pseudo Nakai. You're excited. Come on, talk to me. Talk to me right here on camera.
Let's go. Come on, GMs, coaches, you see me? You feel me?
Hey, you even knew which camera had the red light on it. I don't know how you were able to see that from all the way down there on the field, but you man, right on cue, right on schedule.
And you see the guns. Do you see the guns?
I do see the guns. Yes. Yeah, and you're going to get another carry here. Going to make a man miss. First down. There goes Nakai. Past the 40 to the 38-yard line. Saving his best for prime time. Picks up 22.
That's what I'm talking about.
Look, man, you got some swagger down there. Watch this miss. Whoop.
Brush some dust off my shoulder.
Tackle made by bunt down the field. Giving chase was Ramirez, and he couldn't get there in time. Nakai showing some wheels up to the 38-yard line. And, man, I want to see if he gets another carry here. Are you getting the ball? Are you telling yeah, you're getting the ball again. Here he goes again. There goes Nakai. Picks up 6 yards to the 32-yard line. 50 yards on 11 carries. Great blocker.
I'm not hanging up.
Behind.
I'm staying on here. I'm playing great while I'm talking to you, so I'm not going anywhere.
You don't want to leave.
You're going to have to hang up on me.
Pseudo Nakai here with us on the from the New York, New Jersey Americans. I don't think I've spoken to a rookie as he is killing it out there in the showcase before. That's a sack. That'll set the Americans back. That's McCarthy in the backfield for New York, and the first time they don't give you the ball, Pseudo, it goes the wrong way.
Lesson learned.
lesson learned. I don't know you to be a huge smack talker, Pseudo, so this is a new side of you tonight I'm hearing.
It all comes out on the field, Cam.
3rd down and 8. This is Hasten back to pass. And goes down. That's another sack for New York, and it'll be outside of field goal range, and the drive will stall out. Hasten having a tough third quarter. Fiore on the sack. And that's how it all ends. And sorry, Pseudo, the commentator cursed giveth and taketh away. And
I'll get another shot.
Yeah, you'll get plenty of shots here in the 4th quarter. Well, I'm sure you've talked to lots of teams. What has the experience been like? I know that you've been. It's not like your first rodeo around the SFL. You've been here for a little longer than some of the other rookies have. So what's been the rookie process like, and how is it different from being on the field in another respect?
No, it's a great process. I'm glad I'm getting to experience it, and I have talked to a lot of the different GMs out there and coaches out there, and they've all been great. I think I'm maybe middle of the pack, maybe a little towards the end, but I do have some interest, and hopefully somebody takes me there on the draft day.
Just a handoff to Dawson. Dawson trying to do his best Nakai impression, picking up 6 there as we wind down the end of the 3rd quarter. The Americans down 10-0 here in the Rookie Showcase. So this is kind of your last chance, Pseudo, to make an impression before the draft on June 1st. We've been counting down the days all off season long. Any I don't want to say last words. Sounds a little morbid, but
wow,
thanks,
Sam.
Any final thoughts to SFL Nation out there tonight?
Well, I hope these aren't my last words, but I'm excited to be part of the SFL. I've got a track record of being involved, got a track record of being good in the locker room, and I look forward to joining one of y'all's team and contributing.
John's with a deep ball to Sconsing as the quarter ends, and thanks for being here, Pseudo Nakai of New York, New Jersey. I appreciate you for being on with us, and we'll talk to you on the draft. Good luck.
Good night.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. 10-0 New York over New York, New Jersey. Nightmares over Americans. This is the SFL Rookie Showcase on Twitch TV. A pass incomplete, intended down the field for Redmond. What I'm noticing about this rookie class, of course I've been a commissioner in a league like this for, coming up on 10 years, and obviously 6+ years in the SFL, and this is one of the my 6-year anniversary of the SFL's first game is coming up on June 15th of next month, but I'm finding out that while this might not be the largest rookie class we've had in SFL history, it is certainly filled with a lot of great individuals as Jenkins makes that tackle. It's 3rd down and 11 coming up at midfield, and if you called and we're in the, please let me know in the chat if you are a 210 area code number. I get unfortunately at SFL headquarters I get a lot of spam from that area code, so I just want to make sure that I'm not that I call you back. If so, that pass is caught again by Franco Jr. Franco Jr. has 82 yards, 7 receptions, and I missed it earlier in the night, but he just stiff-armed, murdered somebody there right here on this very sideline, and there he's able to get rid of Diodoro, the cornerback of the Americans, on his way to a 1st down. The ball's up to the Americans' 34-yard line. The Nightmares starting to pull away here a little bit. First down and 10 at the 34-yard line. As that pass outside, spin move again. 3 different moves from Taylor Sconsing. Unbelievable play on the sideline down to the 21-yard line. Might be the play of the night as Jonathan Taylor Sconsing makes an immaculate play on the far side at the Americans' 21-yard line. Wow. Taylor Sconsing, Franco Jr., Moses II making big impressions on this Nightmares receiving corps, throwing off his back foot on a check down for a loss of 2 to Dawson, but still Noah Johns able to complete the pass. 2nd down and 12 at the 23-yard line. And no, Shacker, unfortunately, I can't do the camp today. I am very scruffy. And things are... Anytime you see how bad the facial hair is getting for me and how gray it's starting to look, that's when you know I've just been too busy. But the cam will return, obviously, for the rookie draft and all throughout next season. We've been very hard at work on our new full presentation for games next season, and we think you're going to enjoy it. Having a lot of fun behind the scenes. So 3rd down and 8 for Johns. He's going for the first down. Tipped up in the air. Could have been intercepted. In fact, I think Keller had a chance at a pick 6 there, but Hampton kind of stepped in front of it. And I tell you what, the Nightmares unable to capitalize once again, getting into the red zone. They're going to have to kick another field goal, and they're keeping this game alive for the Americans, who just have not been able to score. Warwick Barber in there on the initial deflection. What I need to do is get Harry's razors involved in my face. That's what really needs to happen. So 4th down and 8. This is a 36-yard field goal. And that kick is good. It's 13-0 New York. All right, you're on the Rookie Showcase, our 5th rookie of the night. Who do I have?
It's Jonathan Taylor Sconsing.
Oh, Taylor Sconsing. Man, you are straight balling right now. You're playing amazing.
Yeah, I'm trying to make up for that drop touchdown pass. I don't really want that to be in the highlights.
Yeah, you're lucky that this is pre-SFL interactive area, or it totally would be on the highlights, or era, I should say.
Thank God.
Davis on the return makes a man miss and then gets his face cut off at the 26-yard line. So the Americans have a chance, down 2 scores, 8:44 to go. Taylor, are you a San Antonio guy? I'm a San Antonio guy.
Absolutely.
Oh,
yeah, I play
man.
high school football down here.
Repping the Alamo City. I love it. Have you been in San Antonio all your life, or just moved down there, or what's the story?
No, I'm originally from Odessa.
Okay.
And I moved to Dallas, and I came down here like 4 years ago maybe. But, yeah, I'm going to high school down here right now. I play football.
No way. Don't tell. I went to Roosevelt and Steele.
No, I'm at Harlan.
Oh, you're at Harlandale?
No, it's a brand new one, 5A Harlan.
Oh, what district
now,
is that in?
It's the same with Churchill, Clark, and all them.
Northeast.
We're just brand
Northeast.
new.
Man, I have been gone from that city far too long.
It's NISD.
Yeah. No, that's
so,
awesome, man. But what are you playing right now in high school?
Right now, I'm a defensive end, but I'm real skinny. I'm like 6'2", and I only weigh 150 pounds. So body's not quite built for it.
Yeah, so you're playing wide receiver instead. You look much better at receiver tonight. Let me tell you.
Thanks. I think I was one of the earliest rookies, I think, this year. I remember being so early, in fact, that teams wouldn't talk to me quite yet. They would just kind of tell me, it's nice to know you're here. But we just started the season.
Sully Richardson just collected his 2nd sack. His jumper looks pretty good too. But, man, the Nightmares are just dominating tonight. That's got to make you feel good, Taylor. How did you find out about the SFL? And now that you're talking to teams, is the anticipation of getting drafted ramping up now?
Well, I learned about the SFL. I was playing a lot of Madden, which is one of the most god-awful games on earth. and I was looking for something else, like a simulation league of any sorts I could play in, and then I came across it on YouTube, and literally, like, the day I found out about it, I was like, oh, I got to get involved in this. This is too cool. And that's what I did. I just reached out, and, I'm only, like, 16. I don't make a lot of money. I don't really have a job. I just kind of, like, mow lawns right now. And I stunk immediately. I got all the bits I could, and I made sure I paid off my season because I wanted to be a part of it. And so I don't spend money on things often, but I knew immediately I wanted to spend money on this. And the draft, I'm so nervous.
Yeah. Well, you sound like you got a good head on your shoulders for 16. Is that you making another catch again, or is that Moses the second? My God, Moses the second is everywhere as well. He gets a 5-yard reception there. Boy, we've had some good luck talking to players on the air tonight when they do big things. So we'll see what Taylor has in store for us. Jonathan has in store for us. What Taylor Sconsing, is that your actual last name? Did you see that off of somewhere? Where's that come from? Very unique.
That is, so my last name, as this very moment, like right now, is Taylor, but my mom's side of the family, their last name's Sconsing, and they've been a really big role in my life. And so like when I turn 18, my last name, I'm going to be changing it to Taylor Sconsing, sort of like, I guess, Juju Smith-Schuster, to like honor that side of the family.
Right.
Because they've been more involved in my life.
Right. Very nice, man. Well, hey, so for being a high school kid, first off, you're from San Antonio, so that makes you awesome. And then second, it's not often a 16-year-old is willing to shake off the nerves, call into a live broadcast with a bunch of people watching and do an interview with me. So kudos to you for that. As Dawson picks up the first down, you've been talking a lot of. Look at Dawson, man, 21 carries tonight, 96 yards.
Yeah.
This is with generic playbooks, by the way, too. So that's making a huge impression. I can imagine on SFL GMs and owners and coaches throughout the night. He's going to get another carry here, but won't get much. Jonathan, you're kind of where Pseudo Nakai was in terms of the draft value, draft stock, draft order. How many teams have been in contact with you, and who's interested? You don't have to name names, but what's the process been like, and what's the funniest or question that you got asked that kind of threw you for a loop?
Well, I guess first off, to start with first question I was given, I've had a lot of teams talk to me. I'd say like maybe 6 in total, and only like 4 of them have really liked, because I like teams that kind of show like respect to their players and kind of want to make like a family of sorts. Because I play high school football, and I know what that feels like when you're with a team that like actually cares about each other and they want to win. So I know as a rookie you can't be picky, but there's one team in particular that stood out that I really want to be a part of, because they've helped me through the whole process since I started off as a rookie, and it's just happened.
What a play. You'll see it here in a minute, but Sim Franco Jr. just right over the middle of the field against Diodoro, who was diving to make the play. Unfazed, Franco Jr. gets away, picks up the first down, and he's got the Nightmares back inside the 30. What a stellar play with 5 minutes to go and counting here in the fourth. So sorry, Jonathan. I did not
it's
expect
okay.
that.
We're all here to watch football. So, but yeah, so it's been a pretty cool process meeting people. And I guess for a funny question, I haven't really been asked anything funny per se, but I have been, I guess, kind of a jarring response. I remember one time I was asking one time, I was like, oh, I want to play quarterback or receiver mainly, and then they said, oh, well, how would you feel about defensive tackle? And that just came right out of the blue. I was like, no, please, no.
You have enough of that in real life, right?
Yeah, they kind of shut down. They didn't really talk to me too much after that one.
So note to anybody that wants to draft Jonathan, he's had enough of defensive line. And
defensive line, just not. I played defense my whole life. It's something different.
Yeah, he's not about that life. Hey, Miles Jackson now, 5 tackles, a sack, 3 tackles for loss. He had a couple offsides early, but is really playing well on that American side. It's now 3rd and 16 as the Americans are trying to push the Nightmares, and in fact kind of have, out of field goal range. Let's see what Jonathan Taylor-Sconson can do here on this 3rd down and 16. He's at the bottom of the screen, and they're going to hand the ball off to Dawson to get into field goal range. That was a little surprising. I'm sure you didn't like that call.
You know what? I mean, our kicker's got to play too. So, the call's the call, I guess.
How very kind of you after he left one short in the first quarter. You're already a pro at this whole press conference coach speak thing. No, you're not throwing anybody under the bus or anything.
Oh, I can't throw anyone under the bus. I dropped a touchdown pass, get intercepted. I was watching this game, and I was like, oh my God.
45-yard field goal is no good. No good on the field goal from Epstein. So with 2:52 to go, the Americans still have a very small chance at coming back. Jonathan, we want to see what happens here in the rest of this game. But thank you so much for calling in. You have any last things you want to say to SFL teams here before the draft on June 1st?
Yeah, I mean, if you guys draft me, I'm going to be pretty active. I don't plan on going anywhere anytime soon. I'm 16. I don't exactly got a family to raise or nothing. So you can pretty much expect most of my attention of sorts, otherwise from school. And I'm just looking to join a bunch of guys that want to have fun and want to try to win some games. So, yeah, thank you.
Way to represent the 210. I appreciate you calling in. Best of luck to you on draft night, and we'll talk to you then. Thanks so much, Jonathan.
You're very welcome, and thank you.
All right, so the Americans are on the move. 2:25 to go in the 4th. They're down 13-0, but look at Hasten getting them moving on a drive to the 45-yard line. That was Chris Leone with that reception. That's, I believe, his 2nd catch of the night. We'll look at all the stats from the rookies after this ball game as that pass complete to Mosley, who's been very quiet in this second half for a 3-yard pickup. 2:09 to go. Ball at the Nightmares' 42-yard line. Bailey Holder asking if there's any chance that New Jersey can score 2 touchdowns in the final couple of minutes. And I got to tell you, after the Pro Bowl earlier this week, anything is possible after they came back from 17 points down. Let's see what Hasten has in his back pocket. That pass is caught wide open to the 25-yard line. Caught by the little small and speedy Curtis Walker. That is the 2-minute warning. And the Americans are not done yet. They have all 3 timeouts. Another comeback is in store here in the SFL offseason. Stay with us. Two minutes to play. Americans trying to get some points on the board. And Hasten's pass is incomplete. Looking for Mosley down the field. It was deflected by Marcus Brown, who has an interception. Mosley's been targeted 9 times with 7 receptions. And if you were a rookie in the queue that did not get on the showcase, I apologize. I don't want to squeeze in a showcase here and now just because of the nature of where this game is. If the Americans can't do anything with this drive, I'll try to get you on before we get off the air. That's an 8-yard pickup, but can't get out of bounds. That was Leone with another reception. So 3rd down and 2 at the 17. Americans are frantically trying to finally get some points on the board. Hasten again outside. Pass caught for a 1st down as Mosley held the ball out in front of the sticks just long enough to move the sticks to the 15. And this is what we saw out of the Americans on the opening drive with Kyrie Hasten. He has been his most efficient when he can get in a rhythm. First and 10 at the 15, 1:38 to go in the 4th. Hasten going to throw, and Hasten dumps it off short, and that's actually kind of better that it was dropped. No-namer Woodard was the intended target. It's a tough spot to be in for the Americans. Mosley and Leone, their 2 star players out wide. That's who they need to get the ball to most. 94 seconds remain in the showcase. More chat shout-outs. TMG82. By the way, TMG82 is saying he's older than me. How do I have gray hair? You also don't run the league. I'm fully convinced that having 2 jobs for the last 10 years has contributed to that, and probably some poor genetics. This is Hasten, deep ball. It hit as he threw. Will not get the pass away. It's 3rd down and 10. More pressure up front by the Nightmares, led by Sully Richardson for much of the night. 3rd down and 10 at the 15. Jason 1347 is here. Xander Gold is here. Ram Voice here. Crazy H 2000 watching some things. He's got the number 1 pick, trying to see who he's going to take. 3rd down and 10 for the 15. And this is Hasten, and he's dumping it short. Caught, first down. Mosley down to the 3. Anthony Mosley continuing to impress for the Americans. 1:18 to go. The drive is still alive. Out of the shotgun, empty. Hasten to pass. Looking back at the end. No, it's tipped up in the air. It's bobbing around in the air, and it's intercepted. Intercepted by the Americans. Supernaw. Check that by the Nightmares. Ends the drive. And the Nightmares defense is going to more than likely get a shutout here on a wild pop ball off the helmet of Leone. Bunt had a chance at it before Supernaw finally comes down with it, and the shutout remains for the Nightmares defense. Oh, that's disappointing for the Americans, man. It would have been nice to see them get some points on the board. Really nice drive by Hasten as Dawson takes the carry. Timeout called by New York, New Jersey. They're desperate now. They definitely can't give up a first down. Very low scoring showcase game. Might be the lowest scoring showcase game in, well, it's definitely lower than last year, so I suppose so, yes, since we started last season. Not much of a record, but still, the Nightmares impressive. I think the most impressive part for me was just calling the game tonight. What are you doing, Dawson? He goes out of bounds. Nice job by the Americans defense. Joshua Dewar in there as well, along with Barber, to force him to the sideline. But I think the most impressive part of the Nightmares tonight was just that wide receiver unit, that Sim Franco Jr., Jonathan Taylor-Sconsing, and DJ Moses II really were impressive tonight in the running for MVP, which would be a 2-point value boost if they're not already Max Silver. Dawson takes the carry, but New Jersey's going to get the ball back here, still with 1 timeout, as the Nightmares continue to struggle to put this game away. Again, for everybody that wins the game, it's a 0.5 point of overall value boost. The game leader in passing yards, rushing yards, receiving yards, tackles, sacks, turnovers forced will get a 1 overall value boost. And then the Rookie Showcase MVP gets a 2-point value boost to their draft stock. Americans came after that punt, couldn't get it. This is Davis. Could he redeem himself on that punt return? He does have an interception tonight. But the leader in passing yards, for example, is Noah Johns. And looking at Noah Johns' value coming into tonight, Noah Johns was a max silver -1. So Noah Johns is going to end up with max draft value after tonight because he was able to pick up the passing yards leader, unless of course, Kyrie Hasten can try to take it from him here on the last drive. He's going to fire a pass incomplete. Darian Bowles with that deflection. Correct. That's all if they are below max silver. Just giving you the example there for Noah Johns. Looking down the list of some guys that are towards the bottom of the draft order. let's see, we got the leader in sacks. Miles Jackson was close to that. He's down towards the bottom, could really use a value boost as that pass to the outside is going to keep the clock running, and the Americans will burn their last time out. Diesel Dawson is interesting. Diesel Dawson was coming into the day a Max Silver -4. He's definitely going to he's in the running possibly for MVP. No star player tonight scored a touchdown in a bizarre turn of events, but Dawson had nearly 100 yards rushing, an MVP plus win plus the leader in rushing yards as that pass is caught and it's 4th down. Could really boost Diesel Dawson's draft stock, and he could be the big winner of tonight's rookie showcase. This is 4th down and 5, 20 seconds to go. Hayson trying to keep the game alive. Hayson is sacked, and that's the ball game. The Nightmares defense has been crushing Hayson in the backfield all night long, and that is going to wrap things up. So all that's left to find out is who's going to be our MVP. Who would be your MVP? Let me know in the chat. This is going to be a tough one. I think it's probably going to come from the offensive side of the ball. Although, big shout out to Marcus Brown, who had the interception for the Nightmares. And that's right. If a non-user player is the MVP, then nobody gets that 2-point boost. Who would it be as this ball game is going to end? Who is your MVP in the chat? Miles Jackson for MVP, says analyst T. Roy Gaines. This was a very entertaining 13-0 ball game. A lot of offense, just couldn't get that ball in the end zone. Sully is satisfied. There's a look at the numbers, 335 to 273. There were 5 turnovers tonight. The Nightmares dominated in time of possession. Nearly at 100 yards rushing. Dawson had 96 rushing yards on the night. How about Barber? He had 8 solo tackles. Holly for New York had 7 solo tackles. So nice job there by Holly. He's your tackling leader tonight to get that value boost. Johns is going to finish 20 yards ahead of Hayson in passing yards, so he'll get that boost. The kickers were awful. Thankfully, we won't see them in the draft. Taylor Sonsing catching it up the field. Mosley at 129 receiving yards, so he's going to get a bump if needed. What a wild play there at the end. I think our MVP is coming up next here. Your MVP of the Rookie Showcase is going to be Sim Franco Jr. Congratulations. Sim Franco Jr., who is a Max Silver -2, is now a Max Silver in the draft, moving up the draft boards with 96 yards on 8 receptions. Congratulations to Sim Franco Jr., who is tonight's Rookie Showcase MVP. And we'll leave you with the final stats. This has been a presentation of the Simulation Football League presented by APM Music. I've been your play-by-play commentator, and always your SFL Commissioner, Cameron Irvine. New York beats New York, New Jersey 13-0 in tonight's showcase. For all of us at the Simulation Football League, good night. And we'll see you next week on the Schedule Release Show.